Don't do it, Mark. Don't do it, please. Right, here we go. Welcome, everybody. Thank you very much for coming over. I hope you're all well. As you can see, I've got a couple of friends in the chat with me. I have Mark, the New Year elf, as he calls himself, and we have Dale. Thank you very much, guys, for coming over. Hope you are very well.
I hear a rumour that one of you two likes the flying things comes off the lathe. I can't work out which, so safety precautions are required.
Just in case.
Mark's playing with his knob already.
Ooh, Mark. And it's a red one. Mini pole dancing. Greased up and ready to go.
Ah!
Right, I'll put you guys in the background for a second.
Okay.
Right, so what I'm going to be doing today is...
Yes, Mish.
I've already started this. Well, this is what we did on the live a few Fridays ago when we did the glue trial. So I've just cut the glue off of it, and we're going to do a medieval-looking, metal-looking bowl. So I'm going to put a couple of band lines in here, and then we're going to do some texturing in between the band lines, and then we're going to get some colour on it and hopefully make it look metal. But I don't know how long it's going to take. We may go. I don't want to do much more than an hour. So if we don't get it finished, then we'll come back and finish it on another live. So while I get some band lines in this, I'll get the guys to go through in the chat and welcome all you lovely people in.
Shall I do it, Mark?
Yeah, go on, go for it.
Oh, this may go wrong. We've got the largely sober Wood Wizardry by Colin. We've got the largely sober Mark Pritchard. The largely sober Robert from Hodgepodge. We've got the largely sober Dale from Maple Tree Studios, but not for long. We've got the largely sober Nicky. The largely sober Terry from TJ Turning. We've got the largely sober Scott from the Blue Light Tumbler. Actually, I got that wrong. The Blue Light Tumbler. We've got the largely sober Mike Hugh from Elminster, who's enjoying a happy new year. The largely sober Barry from Woodturning. Oh, am I sober? There's a question now. The largely sober Doug Miller at Wood Spun Round. We have the largely sober Robert Nye. The largely sober Steve Scott. Largely sober Circular Keith by Wood. Largely sober Colin Izzard. The largely sober Wivey Woodshed. Largely sober Douglas Mugham. Regretting I started this now. Largely sober Mo Valley Maker. Largely sober Ian Leonard. Largely sober. Oh, I've run out now for a bit.
My glass of body.
Largely sober Turnedge Dubois. Largely sober Barry. Oh, here we go. This is the largely sober Baza Lebris, who said wishes us all afternoon. Do. And the largely sober Miss T's in. Right, I think we're nearly there. Largely sober, I think that's about it. Anyone else I missed? I'm so sorry. Oh, largely sober Rex B.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Michael has a body says it's official. 2020 is finished in Melbourne. Happy New Year.
And he's now largely not sober.
Happy New Year to all our Australian
Happy New Year.
viewers. It's next year there.
Time travelers. Gotta watch them.
What's next year like? Is it better than this one?
Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Right, so I'm using the old original Dremel. Look at that, original Dremel. Woo. It's got to be 20-year-old, but still going strong.
Is it a 3000?
Don't know where we find the model. It says model type 395, type 5, code 83.
It's very old.
She's old. She's a beast. So I've got a piece of small. I don't know if you can see that in there. Just like this way, just like an oval cutting piece that I'm just going to be putting some texturing in this edge with. So I'm going to mute myself because it's going to be noisy, but I'll still be able to hear you guys. So if there's any questions, you'll have to. Dale, if I lift my mic up and just click it to the top, does that mute me? No.
No,
No,
don't think
it
so.
doesn't. But what it does
Oh.
do is cut the volume level massively.
All right, that's true. If it's too noisy, you have to let me know.
Okay, doke. You've got that on top of your head. Have you? Can't hear you. There we go.
That's fine. There's no problem, Steve. Volume's fine.
Tonnage Dubois says he thinks he has the same treble. The
That's
largely
lyrics.
sober Die Proud is in.
Rex B's in. He's
Largely
definitely
sober Mick
largely
Juice.
sober. IDR Woodturning's in. He might be sober.
The largely idea Woodturning's in. The largely sober Wood Wizardry by Colin says, bloody dentist.
Sounds like a cat on speed.
Like a cat sitting in a Formula One car, driving past very fast.
Yes.
The largely sober Die Proud. Largely sober John S., who might not be sober, says, Happy New Year, everyone. The largely sober Rob CP's in. Oh, the largely sober Paul Smith's in. Sorry, Paul. Here at Silverstone, we have one moggy running another moggy.
Let's go, go, go.
There's a finger wagging about.
Yeah. A cat being flung by the tail. Yeah, that works too. Cat on a lathe.
Bring it in. It's some catnip.
No cats were harmed in the making of this video.
The largely sober Richard Benton's in. Largely sober Barry's Woodturning. Barry Labrie is saying it sounds like his wife largely nagging. The ever-lovely Nikki, who's largely sober, says her cat has given her strange looks. Tonnage Dubois is saying it reminds him largely of Charlie Brown's parents on Speed. Not quite what he said, but nonetheless. Oh, the largely sober Christine and Michael are in.
Largely sober John S. is in. Gonna pick something for it's easier for me to say, Dale.
Okay. Say, who are the tractor riding?
You are the tractor riding John S. is in. Exactly.
The scrumpy drinking John S. is in. Arr. Well, the pirates. All the pirates came from the West Country.
Yep. We're pirates and wreckers down here.
The loudly sober Rob CP is stating the 9mm. That 9mm looks huge next to my one. Steady on, the largely sober Rob. Now there's a name for the discomfort that Steve is currently encountering. Normally it starts with W and ends in R, and it's cramp. It's called writer's cramp. If you thought it was anything else, have a look at Rob CP's 3mm.
$3 gouge. Blimey.
Steve, you have a questionably sober 56 in. The largely Douglas magazine. Have I sent him out his willies? No, I haven't yet. We'll get them all out just in the new year.
Richard from RJK Spinningwood says, question, what have we done to upset you, Steve, that you would make us suffer like this? Lol.
Nothing is the answer. Nothing.
Just evil. Evil people.
Just evil. Right, let's get it sanded up. Rough sanded. 120 on it. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, guys.
Folks, if you like having your ears abused as if you were in the dentist for months, please hit the thumbs up. Thumbs up tells the YouTube algorithm that you like this type of content, and it brings those to the front in your searches when you're looking for things. Also, you can hit subscribe, and who knows, maybe Steve will treat us to another blast from his Dremel another day. However, if you don't like it, feel free to hit that dislike. That will tell the algorithm to not present this kind of material again.
Oops. I ain't getting that back. Just gone down the extraction that bit. Woohoo!
Donage says, what a way to end 2020 with that sound. I think that sound pretty much sums up the year.
Yeah, and I'm so close to, I'm 10 subs away from 2,300. So you never know, I might hit it before the new year comes.
Nikki says you're not in a very good mood, so you're taking it out on the wood.
No, I'm not in a bad mood. I just, yeah. Let's not go there.
Ooh.
Feeling a little rough.
What's going on, Nicky? What's going on?
No, nothing. I just don't.
It's feeling a bit rough. That's all.
Rough.
Too much rich food.
Right. So let's give this a coat of black, so we can then sand back, and that should leave the black in the divots, as they say.
Benjamin says he unsubbed and then subbed again. He hope that helps.
Thanks, mate. Right.
You're loony.
So intrinsic Hampshire Sheen intrinsic black.
Have you considered using the oil off the driveway from one of the discos?
No, because it soaks in the ground, mate.
Oh.
Thanks, be asked.
The ever lovely Nikki sends this, which I think is to you and not to the rest of us. She says, but she still loves you.
I know she does, bless her.
Rexby asks, what unusual tradition do you do for New Year's Eve?
None. I'm an old man now. I don't celebrate New Year's Eve.
Well.
If I had my
Nah,
way, I'll
nothing
be
this
asleep
year.
by 10 o'clock.
Nothing this year. Nothing this year. Barry Labrie is saying, "Ugh, Nikki said the L word." The largely sober Barry's Woodturning said, yes, Nikki, buy him some flowers.
Some poison ivy.
The largely sober Dr. Bob says, I've just come over from Jay's. Well, I'll just get that one back. Just come over from Jay's. Live New Year live party. Ooh. Who's
So Dr. Bob's doing more than one New Year this year then?
He's just going to go for all of them.
Paul Smith says, question, is there any chance of turning something using the skew in the new year, please?
Skew.
Not me.
Skew.
Not me either.
I've never
Ross
even...
Wayne, that.
The largely sober Karen Dolman's in.
Good
Hey,
afternoon, Karen. Right, so now I'm going to sand this back. So we should leave the black in the texturing.
Largely sober Jiggy's Shed is in. Question. Oh, no, you've read that one. I get for scrolling back up.
I always remember when I was a kid, I always used to get dragged out of bed just before midnight on New Year's Eve, thrown out the front door and told to walk in just after. It's the first foot. It's like, yeah, great, thanks for that. 10 years old, thrown out into the winter night in the pyjamas.
The largely sober Rob CP is saying, you're good with the skew, Mark.
Well, it's not for me to say, but I don't think I am.
The largely sober Pete Twisted Tree says, we've just toasted in a new year watching the fireworks in Sydney. Yay!
So he's not largely sober then.
Not yet. No time.
Good one, Pete. Yes, Ian, I was always, pyjamas, cold night air, and a lump of bloody coal stuffed in my hand.
So, what, from the fire to keep you warm?
No, some tradition. I don't know, I never understood it. Surrounded by drunk adults, so I just traipsed my ass back upstairs. Bloody party, really. I go back to bed.
So I think we need a bit.
What you need?
Scott's just said he's going to be using the skew a lot in his live tonight.
What you need is the lessons from Mr. Clark.
Steve Jones.
He will be the judge. Ja?
Ja. Ja, wunderbar.
The largely sober Joe Senior's in. Hello, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Hello, Joe. All right, darling.
What the hell was that?
What are you trying to scar her?
It's mental abuse.
I mean, that's like, it's like when you come in the hangout the other night when you guys go, hello, darling, what you wearing? I was quite damaged. I had to run away for 3 days.
Steve, you know that prediction I made before we started?
Yeah.
Only 3 off it.
Oh, really?
62 in.
Thank you guys for coming over.
The largely sober, circular Keith by Wood. Scott's only using his skew to keep the door open. He's a bit rough today.
Alcohol inflicted, is it?
See, I could use a skew to open the tin of wax, tin of paint, tighten a couple of screws with. Really good at using a skew for that. Scraping paint off the bedways.
Just feel the suck on that. Just awesome. I'm so happy.
With your
So
dust
for anyone
extraction.
who's unaware of this, I have just fixed all my dust extraction after the workshop modifications. Only to discover that I was a bloody idiot who left the blast gate open. Pah! Man's a buffoon. Young, largely sober Scotty Highlander says the first foot is supposed to be tall, dark, and handsome. 1 out of 3 ain't that bad. It is indeed, sir.
I'm almost offended by that.
What?
Well, tall, dark hair, relatively handsome.
No, you don't.
2.5 out of 3.
Unless you die between now and tonight. Well, that'd be funny.
I was 10. I used to have lots of hair.
When you were 10.
Used
Yes.
to have. Used
When
to
you were
have.
10.
Yeah, I know.
10. You're the oldest person in this life. How does that feel?
No, Dr. Bob's in.
No. He's in the chat.
Participating.
I'm only older than you by about 3 weeks, Dale.
It's not the point. It's not the
keep
point. It's
reminding
like being
you
the
of that.
oldest twin. That's where this is.
Doesn't matter if you're an hour. It could be an hour or a minute older. You're still older.
Oh, the largely sober 4 King Owls is in.
Hi, Martin.
Hold on.
How you doing?
Sorry, Joe had a question. What's the wood?
All right.
Steve,
Yes,
Joe
sorry.
asked what wood is it?
I think it's a piece of pear. If I remember rightly.
It's
I'm
a
just
pear.
wondering whether to give the bottom out a bit of colour.
Where's the other one if it's a pear?
Nah.
It's in the garage here, one.
For now.
Leave it. Looks good that way. Simple,
Yeah,
elegant, clear.
yeah.
With some holes in it. Right. So, where's this? Silver.
Largely sober Carl Teasdale says, now I'm grey with a grey beard. No one asked now.
So, let's get some.
Scotty Highlander says it's 11:20 p.m. where he is. So
It's close in.
Perth?
Getting close in. Right.
Tournage is
in Perth,
7:20
Scotty?
a.m.
Crash.
Yeah, he
somewhere
must
like
be.
that.
He must be Western Australia somewhere.
Yeah.
So,
He's getting homesick watching the Edinburgh Tattoo. Aye. Edinburgh's the best place on the planet to be for New Year's Eve. And New Year's Eve night. Absolutely, 100%, without a shadow of a doubt.
so going to give this a coat of silver first. It's going to take a couple of coats, I think.
It's all right, Joe. You can have a drink now because it was New Year's. It's the New Year came in 24 minutes ago in Eastern Australia, so you're all right. It's already next year somewhere.
We've already crossed it's already New Year in Auckland and the international date line
Sydney.
crossed. So yeah, it's New Year somewhere. Of course, the international date line is a place where middle-aged men go to find mail-order brides.
No, we don't. I mean, no, they don't.
So I'm going to turn it on slowly and see if I can Get a neat line in there.
Wonderfully subtle. Yeah. Wonderfully subtle effect.
So I'm going to go gold over that, I think. So I'm going to try and get silver on there and there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that works.
Yep. Very, very gently coloured. With a hint of the material underneath showing through.
Try and fill these wormholes in.
Wise words from Alf Key. Even though it's New Year's Eve, folks, stay safe, stay apart, do what's right. It's only a year. We get another one.
Definitely. You can celebrate another new year. You can't celebrate another death.
Yeah. Neil Gould's in. Hi, Neil.
Hi, Neil.
Got your jabbers sorted out now, have you? Dale, you'd have laughed. It was like the blind leading the blind last night. I was trying to help him set up his jabber headset.
As long as it worked.
I think it did, yeah. In the end, I resorted to go on YouTube, look at videos.
Right. So, clean the brush.
Scotty Highlander says run the lathe backwards to fill in the missing bits. Steve can't, he hasn't got reverse.
I ain't got reverse. That's the only thing I wish I had. That and spindle lock. Two things I wish I had.
Doesn't have spindle lock.
Nope.
One of the reasons for giving up the axe for the coronet for me, because that was just annoying.
Tonnage, by all means, you can reach out. I just can't guarantee that I'll be able to help you. I'm just good at earworming. I'm not good at setting it up, as these guys will attest to, because they've basically set up my system for me. Between Steve, Dale, and Pete from Twisted Trees.
So, bronze or gold? What do you reckon? Bronze, maybe?
Bronze.
Oh, bronze, yeah.
A darker
No bronze
colour.
is it? Yeah.
I'll go with the texture.
Gonna need more than that.
You reckon?
No.
Brush will take most of that up.
Be careful with the brush.
It's too much on the brush.
That's right. Just clean off these happy little brush here on this happy little bowl. We don't have accidents. We don't have accidents. We just have happy little mistakes. Steve, Bob Ross.
The artist to try and brush.
Steve Bob Ross. Sorry, I just got that.
Yeah.
The art is to try and run it over the top of the black so it doesn't actually go in the black. But I don't think I've done. Some of them are not quite deep enough. I don't think.
Apparently, I've gone very, very quiet. I feel that's a good thing.
Very quiet.
No, you're fine.
Seth from Brickhouse says, happy little design modifications. We need an afro for this. That's it. Terry says, we don't make mistakes. We have happy little accidents.
Ben says he subscribes to the dynamic design approach.
Dynamic design.
Hodgepodge. So are we all funnel free for 2021? I wonder who will be first. I wonder that myself.
What are you trying to say, Mark?
Nothing. Not say nothing. Nothing. Still got to turn the inside of that bowl out yet.
Yeah, but this is 2020. It's not 2021 yet.
It's 2021 in Australia.
I don't live in Australia, Sonny.
You're broadcasting there.
Right. I don't want to go too mad on that. Does that look gold?
Oh, Rob CB, you've done it now. You've done it. You've said the fatal words. I've never made a funnel. You bloody will now.
And we'd like to see it.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Right, so let's dry this. Generate a
When
little bit
will
of
you
heat.
learn? Don't say things like that. Old Faithful's just logged in. He says, only just logged in. That's a nice texture. What did you use to make that?
A cat, apparently.
It's a Dremel. Yeah. It's a Dremel cat.
I used the Dremel with a heart-shaped piece in it.
Mark Pritchard's got to go back to work. See you later, Mark.
See you later, Mark. Have a good day. So this takes a little bit to dry. Hopefully we're going to dry enough to turn it. Some of these should have been a little bit deeper.
Stuart Hayes, the Mank Turner, says if you ain't made a funnel, your wall thickness is too thick.
Yeah.
Is it too early for a... That's what she said. Just asking. And this year's
Ian in the shed is in.
Hi, Ian.
After Award.
Yeah.
Was an appropriate use. But that's what she said. Goes to
Maple Tree Studios.
the nominations are.
Right, let's see if we can get that turned. Still a bit tacky, but what's the time, Mark?
1:33.
Oh, I've got a bit more time. I'd rather try and dry it off properly if I can. But you can still see some. Go on, sorry.
I was going to say, I'm sure the good people don't mind seeing in the new year with watching paint dry.
We can just see the pear through there, so you could put another coat over it. But to be honest, seeing the actual wood through it makes it look quite nice.
Yeah, I really like that.
Hashtag.
67 in. I only have one thing to say, really.
I was right. I was right.
Nah. Trust your worms. They know what they're talking about. That sounds wrong. Sorry.
It really does.
Yeah.
Unless you want a Jabra headset. Unless you want a Jabra headset set up.
Yeah, that's well, yeah.
Well, depends which one you're talking to.
Well, this is true, Dale. This is true. Right.
There are many crimes I'm guilty of. Not being able to set up a Jambra headset is one of them.
So let's get it hogged out without going through the bottom. Seems Mark's got so much faith in me.
That's not a bowl. That's a funnel.
Excuses for funnels
There will
anymore
be
because I
one
made you a
coming.
super special depth gauge.
Super special depth gauge.
Yeah.
Right.
Might as well go ping. I'm going to make mine go ping. Ping.
Right.
You've
So-
so
Just
got to do that. You've got to do that.
I've so got to do that. Raspberry Pi, I think, is involved.
Midnight Joker's in. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Amy.
Is he sober? Is he sober?
Hi, Amy. Happy New Year.
Hello, Amy.
Okay,
Happy New Year.
I bet Amy's not sober.
Good. This is the natural way
Happy
of
New Year,
things.
Amy.
Very dusty.
There's not that many of us in here.
$68 in. Just saying.
Oh, I like that idea. It's going straight down the extraction.
Woohoo!
Apparently, Amy is totally sober.
Good lord. But would you say that if you were drunk?
76 in. Just saying.
Nobody likes a smart ass. You know that, don't you?
Priesttown Woodturning, Alton Moore is in. Hi, Alton.
Who?
Priesttown Woodturning, Alton Moore.
Welcome, sir. Or madam.
All times ago. Awesome name. It's like a proper evil villain name. Or superhero.
Those shavings are coming straight at the camera.
Hello?
Yeah, it's good.
What about thin?
I swear, if he does, I'll spit my dummy out.
What goes through the bottom? I might fall off my stool laughing.
You jinxed me now, ain't you, both of you?
Where's the depth gauge? I feel there might be a depth gauge moment coming on.
I've got my pound coin ready. Shall I check it just for you, Mark?
I would.
Small holes in there.
Live dangerously.
Nah, it's ain't down to the first gold line. Got a little bit of chunky yet.
Nicky says you've got a £2 coin there if you need it. Dave the wood barber says he's not seen you turn anything in a while, Steve, and he must say you've well and truly upped your skill.
Thank you, Dave. Nice to
Very
see
nice.
you. You don't say that when I go through the bottom of this, but thank you.
Okay.
Right, so
Pete from Twisted Trees has given you a £2 super chat just in case the £1 coin doesn't fit.
thank you, Pete.
Do you know what the problem is, Mark?
What?
There's not enough light getting to it so you can see what's going on. I think you should paint these
Yes.
walls white.
Yeah. I can see where you're going with that. Makes perfect sense, really.
You know, the shadows are confusing him.
Oh, I think that's thin enough. That sounds thin. Just clean that edge off a little bit more. It's got a little bit of a mark on there.
It's got a little bit of a mark on there.
Yeah.
Bit everywhere I do.
Dude from Burgess.
Showing about the wormholes in it, but other than that, it's all right.
He's talking about us. So it's an insult, Mark. Did you hear that?
Oh,
He
yeah,
called you a
yeah,
wormhole.
Yeah, and you.
Dear Lord.
£10 features, Steve. That's what they are. £10 features.
£10 features. All right, so sand this bad boy up. So you're saying every hole's worth a tenner? That's what you're saying?
No, as a whole, they're all worth £10.
Oh, right. Jules, on that
Scotty,
battery?
Scotty Highlander is suggesting it needs a wee chamfer on the edge.
Wee chamfer.
Aye. It needs a wee chamfer. Aye. If any of you try to say it that way, I'll give you a bit of a slap. You're not going thinner, Steve.
Well, I can do if you want me to, but
I mean,
you just want to see me go through the bottom. That's all it is.
no. Yes. No.
Barry's Wood Creations says, thanks Steve, Mark, Dale and all you fantastic makers. Started my channel after being inspired by you all. Just got my custom URL 3 weeks after I hit 100 subs. Happy New
get a
Year.
link.
Catch you in
Get a link.
2021.
Get a link. Let's get the man. We can
Doing it.
get him a few more subs.
On it.
Half my family, Scotty, come from Thurso.
Yep.
And a bunch of the loons living in Inverness. The other loonies are inertia, but that's another conversation. Boom, boom.
Brickhouse is only 5 subs away from 100. Chuck his
Ooh.
Come on, Brickhouse. Let's get yours in.
So close.
I might put the heater on in a minute. Every time my lovely lady comes in, she lets all the heat out. Or is that sitting down, not being industrious? What do you think?
Sorry.
Having more quiet than usual.
Right. Here's the link for Brickhouse Craftworks. Come on, people, give him a sub, get him over 100 before the end of this live.
Who else was it?
Jixie.
Barry Wood Creations as well. You was boosting, weren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, I've done that. And here comes Jixie's. Yep.
Right. So that's up to 400. Get some sand and seed on it.
You can Yorkshire grit it.
Yeah, why not?
Good lord.
It's been a while. Go on, sing it, boys, sing it.
Good lord. I don't know if I can. I forget the words.
Amy made me sing it last night.
Did she? Ooh.
Yeah. Last night, night before. Can't remember.
I quite like the Trompton Fire Brigade one. You know, skew, big gouge 2, sand it, grit it, done.
Last day of the year, I think we've got to have the original Dale version.
Oh gold. What, the clean one?
Yes. Oh, yes. Because I know the dirty one.
Oh gold.
That's better. You can't see them so much now.
Amy hasn't got a channel, Terry. She was talking about somebody else was 4 subs away.
Oops. That's the best thing about this community. Everybody likes to help everybody else get this. Well,
Duet, Mark. Ready?
Oh, God. Okay.
Hang on, calm down. I ain't got it. Look, I've got it in my hand. Don't calm down.
All right.
Don't get excited. Right, go for it.
After 3. 1, 2, 3. Hands that feel pity can feel soft as your face.
With
love,
light like brown,
Yorkshire
you're
gritty.
gritty. Bloody awful.
Yes. Yorkshire grit's good though. Yorkshire
it's the
good's
best.
grit.
Where would we be without it, eh? We'd have to sand up to 800 grit.
If it wasn't for your drilly. Well, there's 2 versions of that one too.
Yeah. Don't sing that one either.
Glyneth the Grit is in.
Hi, Glenn.
Hi, Glenn.
You just
And
mean
Clanby saying, where's Simon Cow? We needed him. Hopefully in his workshop, like a proper man, rather than getting facelifts.
There's a link for Rob CP. He's only 3 away from 300.
This is YouTube.
Although you were going to say, this is gritty.
Could have done. Didn't.
Hi, Glenn. Good to see you in, bud. Woodturning by Brandstrup is in.
Good afternoon,
Happy New
sir.
Year all.
Largely sober.
This is obviously a regional joke. Scotty Islander says, sink cod liver oil in the orange juice.
Never heard of that.
Neither have I. It may mean something to Dale, though. Priesttown, no, it's Woodturner's abrasive paste. It's like sandpaper without the dust. Brilliant stuff.
Nice and clean. So, well, it's better now. It's got a bit of that over it. It's covered those. Well, it's still got the holes in it, but it don't look as bad. So I'm going to use some friction polish over this, I think. Ain't used friction polish for ages. So, Chestnut Products friction polish.
There's a link for Hodgepodge. Hodgepodge, you seriously need to consider changing your channel name to Harry the Woodturner, because we all know he's the star, really, isn't he? They only go to see the beaver, bud.
Like most men.
Oh, can't believe you just said that.
Question, please, from the largely sober Rob CP. Is Tommy here?
What, Tommy's workshop?
I haven't heard of him.
Appears to be the case.
Yep, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
Hi, Tommy. Rob's looking for you.
I'm over here. I'm over here.
Did you inhale that friction polish, by any chance?
No, but it's good shit.
Polish the tubes. Polish the tubes.
So, get the speed turned up and get it polished up. Clean bit of tissue.
It's got a particularly nice shine to it.
Did he use dude from Beard Juice?
I'm not going to answer that. I'm not even going to.
It's very special juice, and I only sent it to JP. Because he's got such a fine beard.
Shiny, nothing else. The only trouble with that friction polish is if you spill it anyway, you need to get it straight away, because if not, that's a pain in the backside.
Pain in the arse.
Yeah.
Get off.
Baz says, Steve, Steve! Steve! Steve!
Yes, Baz. You got something to say, sir? Right. Shame about the wormholes in it, but never mind.
It's an
55
aged
minutes.
look. Cool.
Yorkshire grit. Glenn says, that Yorkshire grit makes any polish work well. Does.
It does, mate. It certainly does. It sands up really nice. Right, let's get the overhead on.
55 minutes, 71 in.
Ooh,
Just
thank you.
saying.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. What this should have really had was it should have been knocked back. If I'd have been doing it as a video, I'd have knocked this back and put another coat over there so that's smooth. Because it's, as I soaked into the grain, it's just swollen the grain a little bit, but as a test piece. It's a manky piece of wood anyway, so that's why I decided to do what I've done with it. But other than that, I like the idea. The idea came out well. This should have been a little bit deeper, a little bit coarser, but it's good. It's good. I like it. I like it.
Very good.
As always, it's a test piece, so just keep the hand in. Let's come back on main camera. Bring you guys back in.
Ooh. Does that mean I've got to put my clothes on?
Yeah, put your clothes on, Dad, quick.
Good lord. Demand's been in here, man.
So there you go. Nothing special today, but that's the sort of idea. I did do one not so long ago. I think I donated it for Scott, didn't I? For his charity draw, I did the one I did, the medieval
Think
bowl.
so,
I did.
yeah.
So if you want to see one done properly, then I believe there's one on my channel somewhere. But the idea is there. That's the idea anyway. But I'm going to do a video. I'm going to do a few more videos next year. So I'll possibly do a bigger bowl, similar style to this. But no. That's it, guys. Hope
Cool.
you've enjoyed. Hope you've enjoyed.
Splendid. Schlafly.
Very nice.
Mark's on fire. I like it.
Even though, Mark, apparently we're a couple of wormholes. You
Oh.
shower of wormholes.
Just disappear into my own wormhole.
Oh, guys. Right, I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. No, I don't, because that's already
No, you
gone.
don't.
There you go.
I wish
Bit
you
early
all
for that.
a very happy new year for you guys who haven't already hit it. And obviously, everybody who's got a channel, every success for 2021. Hopefully, we're going to have a better year within the country. So, yes, Scott, you can share your link for tonight, mate. Stick that in. So I'd just like to thank every single one of you folks, including you two guys as earworms, for your continued support through 2021 or 2020, sorry. And it's very.
We're going to get that wall painted. Are we actually going to get that wall painted?
Hang on a minute, Dale. Just for you. This is just for you.
Peach.
No, better
Steve.
than that.
Steve, you
What?
can tell you're a builder.
No, I ain't got a crack. You're fine. There you go. There you go. Is that better? I know I ain't got a crack.
Pack
'cause I
a
always
bike
pull
in
my-
there.
I've got braces on to hold my pants up, so I know I ain't got a crack.
That's my dear Wilson.
That's why I wear them.
Oh, dear. Right, so Scott's on tonight. I think he's made a nutcracker, isn't he? So he was telling me.
Yeah.
It's just no, it's just something funny.
Half 7, isn't it, Scott? I think
Yes,
it's half 7.
Yeah,
Not 8 o'clock, so it's half 7.
new time.
Tony Dubois says, "Say no to crack."
Very true.
All right.
Cool.
I think we've got it. Right,
Happy
okay,
New Year,
guys.
everybody.
Happy New Year to you all. And I'll see you on Sunday. You got Scott tonight. Who's doing Thursday tomorrow dinner time? Anybody?
Don't know.
Scott,
Hopefully
Year's
someone
Day.
is sober.
he's doing part 1 tonight, part 2 tomorrow.
All right, dinner time. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, excuse me. So, other than that, guys, have a great New Year, and I'll see you guys on Sunday. So, Bye.
Bang on the hour.
Hit the bloody
everybody.
button.
Take
Hit
care.
the button.
See you later. Bye.
See ya.